Hello and welcome to another video. This one's called Changes at Work. How to be flexible and deal with changes at your job. Hello, my name is Nancy from Desert Haven Enterprises in Lancaster, California. I teach job skills and I help adults find good jobs out in the community. Businesses have to make changes so that they can survive and be successful. The problem with change is that people who have been doing things for a very long time don't like to be suddenly told that they need to do their jobs differently or other changes. At the very worst, change comes with fear and uncertainty, anxiety and resistance. Thankfully, there are positive ways to navigate those changes. There are many different types of things that can change at your work. Today we're going to talk about your hours. Sometimes the business needs you to work certain days and certain times, and those times and days can change, sometimes with very little notice. Your tools could change, the equipment that you use, the software. Some things need to be upgraded or changed as the business needs to change them. Your bosses will change. They get transferred, promoted, they quit, they move to different cities. Sometimes your bosses are going to change. That's always going to be a fact. Your tasks will change. Sometimes you'll be asked to add on more things to do. Sometimes they'll take away tasks from you. Sometimes they'll teach you new tasks to learn, but that's always going to be changing. And then finally, the rules at your work will change sometimes. There are policies and procedures about safety and productivity that will also change, and we have to be flexible about that. There's one thing you can always count on in life: there will always be changes. Your hours or your shifts or your days, your schedule can change. Just because you had a certain schedule when you first started your job does not mean you'll have that same schedule forever. You must be flexible and work when the business needs you there. You've got to be flexible with your time and make sure that you're able to help the business succeed. Sometimes the tools and equipment that you use at your job will change. You can get new tools, or sometimes tools break. Sometimes they have to be repaired or replaced, or you have to do without something for a little while. Software gets upgraded. Technology is always moving forward. You must be flexible and willing to learn to use the new tools. This one's tough. Sometimes the rules change. Companies update their employee handbook about once a year. Sometimes the rules and policies change. Usually they're about safety, or sometimes about productivity, about timekeeping and the way we take our breaks and our lunches. You must be flexible and follow the new rules and keep a positive attitude about the new rules. Sometimes they're not fun, but you'll adjust. Your tasks will change. The actual job that you do will change. Sometimes it changes a lot over the years. When you first start a job, you're trained to do certain tasks, and the longer you're with the company, you'll be learning more and more tasks. Sometimes those tasks will be taken away from you. Sometimes you're going to be asked to do more and more and more. You feel like you can't even handle it because you've got so much to do. Trust me, you could handle it, or they wouldn't be giving you that job. They know you're a good employee and they know you can handle it. Learn how to do the new jobs. It's going to make you a more valuable employee. On over. Your bosses and your supervisors will change over the years. Sometimes we really like our supervisors, sometimes we don't. Either way, chances are they will not be your manager forever. Employees move around, get promoted, transferred, fired, quit. We must always be flexible and learn to work well with all of our supervisors so that it doesn't really matter who is your supervisor, because you are doing your best job and being respectful and kind and cooperative at work all the time, no matter who your manager is. It's tough when a manager leaves that we like and we miss them, but it's an unfortunate part of life that your bosses will change. You will not always have the same boss forever and ever. You'll be okay. We cannot control changes at work, but we can control our attitude about those changes. Always keep a positive attitude. What are some of the ways you can be more flexible at work when changes are happening? First of all, don't panic. Change can be very scary at first. The initial reaction to it for nearly everybody is fear and anxiety. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh God. Freaking out. I get it. Give yourself some time at home probably to mentally adjust to the new situation. You're going to be okay. Keep an open mind about why things need to change at work all the time. You're going to be okay. Right? Help your coworkers adapt also. Don't complain at work. Keep a positive attitude and work at work, and be a good role model for those positive changes. Change is good for you and good for the business, right? Celebrate your progress when you learn a new task or adjust to your new schedule. Give yourself a treat. You're a great worker, and being flexible is part of that process. Keep an open mind about change at work. Be open to it. Change happens whether we like it or not, and we need to remember that and stay positive about it as much as we can. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If you do not understand a new rule or policy, it's okay to ask questions in a positive way, not like you're complaining, but maybe you need some more training, or you don't understand a new rule, or you need to helps you to know why they made that rule. If that helps you, make sure you're asking in a positive way. And think about what happens when we resist change. Companies that resist change end up going bankrupt. Employees that resist change end up getting fired. So it's important for companies to keep up with the times and change things, and it's important for employees to adapt to new changes on the job. Change is not so scary when you're an active part of the change. Get involved, be on a committee, dig in and learn more, and show everyone how easy it is to be flexible at work. Let's review some facts. Change is certain. There will always be changes at every job, just like in life. The one thing that we count on is that there will always be change. Your businesses must change. Companies have to stay current and keep up with technology and customer demands. They always have to change. Our schedules will change. We must be flexible and work when the business needs us there. Okay? Our bosses are going to change. We will not always have the same boss. We can't assume that we'll always have the same managers and supervisors and co-workers even. It's going to change. The personnel and the employees at your business will be changing. Tasks change. The job that you do changes. The way you do your job can change. The tools you use for your job can change. The order of the jobs can change. There's always going to be changes, and we must adapt to those changes. It's really not hard. You adapted to the new job when you first started it. You can adapt again. Most of all, we're going to survive it. You're going to survive those changes, and normally it's for the better. Even if it takes a little bit of time to adjust, be positive. Everything's going to be okay. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. I hope you learned something about changes at work. Like and subscribe to our videos for more lessons about job skills. See you in the next video.